Hello and welcome to the next video in the rhythm training series of the Red Strap. Now we're going to be applying our basic rhythms with finger picking. Two different ways. These are classical techniques. One way is going to be two fingers on one string like a bass player would play or a classical guitarist. And the other way will be picking across all the strings. So let's go ahead, hit the metronome, start with just two fingers. We're going to be doing the index and the middle. So P-I-M-A-C are the names of the fingers in classical guitar. Thumb, index, middle, annular, and the pinky. P-I-M-A-C. Right now we're going to be using I-M, index, middle. So in classical music, when you're playing scales, they don't use a pick, right? What do? Well, different things, but most commonly using two different fingers to alternate, kind of like alternate picking. So this is kind of what we would do right here. So I'm going I-M, I-M. All right, so basically this is the thing right here. All right, so make sure you've already watched the orange strap finger picking video where I explained the technique of how to finger pick in general and the previous finger picking lessons for the red strap. But for right now, let's mix the basic rhythms with the index and the middle finger only. I-M, I-M, index, middle, index, middle. We're gonna go ahead and use open E again. So starting with whole notes, right now we're always going to alternate our fingers, okay? Always alternate. So here we go, whole note. 1, 2, 3, middle. 1, 2, 3, next. So index, 2, 3, 4, and middle. 2, let it sustain all the way. 1, 2, 3, next. 1, 2, 3, next. Index, 2. We're gonna jump to half notes in just a second. Right here, half notes, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go to quarter notes right here every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're alternating every time. Index, middle, index, middle. Everything is alternating index, middle. Eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. Feeling that quarter note pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Triplets right here. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1, 2, 3, 16 notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. So alternating every time. Let's go to the last one. Sextuplets. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! All right, there's other ways we can do sextuplets. Like with 3 fingers might be easier. These 3 fingers or these 3 fingers, for example. So this time I went M-I-P. Or we could go A-M-I. So like this. Okay, so there's different ways to do it. All right, so let's go ahead now and do plucking. All right, we're gonna do P-I-M-A-C. We could do all of them. How about that? So I'm gonna skip the A string, thumb on the E, low E string, index finger on the D string. I'm gonna skip the A string, okay? And then every string in a row, all 5 fingers. We're gonna be plucking all 5 fingers at once, these open strings. This is an E minor 7 chord. Here we go. 1, 2, whole notes go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, 1, 2. You know, I might just hold an E minor chord. Might as well just put an E minor chord up there. It'd be cool. Right? Okay. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Make sure you're playing everything with me. Always playing. It's the most important. Quarter note every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do something with the quarter note. We're going to alternate the bass line. So everything stays the same. But the thumb is going to go E string, A string, every single quarter note. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oftentimes, the E and the A string are like our bass strings on the guitar. And we do an alternating bass line kind of like this. Alternating that thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go to eighth notes. Let's just hit all on the E string. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Now let's alternate that bass line, okay? Okay, triplet, here we go. No alternation. I'm alternating by hitting 1 triplet. On the third one, I put my thumb on the A string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just for fun. Best alternation without 16th note right here. 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Let's switch the bass note every 2 beats. So 1 E and a 2 E. Sextuplet, here we go. So the sextuplet one is a bit tough to just play like this plucking. It's a little bit strange. But let's do an alternation. Thumb, chord. So like bass and then chord like this. So a lot of times it's easy to alternate different parts of the chord to get a certain rhythm. Like if something is hard, you can do it in a different way and still get the rhythm that you need. So for example, we're going to go thumb, chord. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So do this with me. And then we're going to alternate the bass line. Bass, 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 E string, A string, E string, A string. Great job. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do some actual finger picking. Same exact thing, but mixing the fingers. So whole note, 1, 2, 3. Next finger, 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 we're going to switch to half notes right here. 2, ready, everything half note. 1, 2, next finger. I'm going to go ahead and drop the pinky and just play these 4, P-I-M-A, okay? Here we go. So play that with me. Now we're going to go quarter notes, everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. We're going to double it to eighth note. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, and we're going to triplet up and down. So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, P-I-M-A-M-I, P-I-M-A-M-I. So I'm going up 3, down 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's really up 4. It's 4, but 3 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It turns around, flips directions. So triplet. We're going to do sextuplet like that too, okay? Let's do 16 though. Back on just 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Go. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Let's alternate our bass line on the every quarter note. So like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4, 1. Okay. Sextuplet, 3 up, 3 down. Here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alternate, bass line. All right, so thanks for joining me on this little bit of a warm-up for finger picking. There's so many things we could do, but here are a few of them. Great job. Make sure to go back over all of these lessons And then go on to the rhythm reading. We're going to be reading a bunch of different rhythm types, mixing stuff up. And of course, you can get creative and mix all these rhythms. But I would do a rhythm warm-up every single day with the pick only, one string at a time, with strumming, and with finger picking. It'll take you about 15 minutes to go through the basic rhythms, and then you're done. Then you just get creative and apply. All right? So thanks so much for watching. Great job, and we'll see you in the next lesson.